We have breaking news. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar is demanding for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I repeat, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar is demanding for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. The statement by Atiku is causing a lot of problems in northern Nigeria. I repeat, this particular statement by Atiku supporting the release of Nnamdi Kanu is causing a lot of problems in northern Nigeria. Northern Nigeria, they are attacking Atiku for this statement. The Southwest also, they are attacking Atiku for this statement. What did he say? He said, the continued detention of Nnamdi Kanu remains an open sore on our nation's conscience and a stain on our belief in the rule of law. Defying court orders that granted him bail is an abuse of power and an assault on justice. This one is interesting. I therefore lend my voice in full support of the campaign led by Sowore for his immediate release or due prosecution. Note, immediate release or due prosecution. We fail as patriots if we allow Kanu's case to fester as yet another wound this nation refuses to heal. Now, attacks are coming from the Southwest and the Fulani-led northern Nigeria against Atiku. I hope Atiku will not delete this tweet the way he deleted the Deborah tweet. I hope Atiku will leave this information on social media and not delete it. Let's look at reactions. Somebody said, Sowore called for a peaceful march to demand Kanu's release. Atiku supported it. Now, some people are attacking him, not because it is wrong, but because their political interests are threatened. Note that. People are attacking Atiku because their political interests are threatened. This is hypocrisy. Remember, we have a Sunday Igboho, we have a Nnamdi Kanu. Sunday Igboho is cooling off somewhere. He's a free man. Yes, he's a free man under Tinubu's regime. While Nnamdi Kanu is in detention. So some people are supporting the detention of Nnamdi Kanu because of their political interests. This is hypocrisy. Let's move on. Whether you support Kanu's ideology or not, this is about the principle of justice. If the system can violate his rights today, it can violate yours tomorrow. Injustice to one is injustice to all. Nigerians, wake up. In a country where Boko Haram members are being pardoned and reintegrated into the military, some people say Nnamdi Kanu should die in prison, all for political convenience. Let us be clear. Selective justice is still injustice. So those that are calling for the head of Nnamdi Kanu, we have three categories of people. Number one, the people that are indifferent. Number two, the people that believe Nnamdi Kanu should die in prison, should be executed. Number three, the people that see the federal government prosecuting him unjustly. These are the three sets of people we have in Nigeria today. Let's move on. Haji Abiola says, it is pure hypocrisy and it is painful to watch. How can Atiku, of all people, call for Nnamdi Kanu's release after witnessing the destruction that man unleashed? The same Kanu whose words turned brothers against each other, shattered families, and stained his own homeland with fear and blood. What justice is Atiku really speaking of? Because it surely isn't the justice of the countless victims whose lives were destroyed by Kanu's madness. Let me address this. IPOB was a peaceful organization until the army shot down more than 100 people. They were carrying placards, peaceful protest. Yet the Nigerian army started shedding blood. The Nigerian state were the ones that drew the first blood. We saw a lot of young people missing because of they are peacefully protesting their rights in Nigeria. So if you are talking about the Kanu's agitation led to the killings, it is the Nigerian government and the soldiers that went, Operation Python Dance, Operation Crocodile Smile. We saw military guys going into villages, killing people, because the Nigerian state does not want the Biafran nation. Let's tell ourselves the truth. The Nigerian state does not want a Biafran nation. So if you are saying that it is Kanu's agitation that left Southeast the way it was, let's look at it from this angle. In Nigeria today, we had an end bad governance protest. People were not happy with the way things are. Some people were arrested and were charged with treason. For what? Why were they charged with treason? Yes, the government you are talking about, they cannot prove how they were able to bring Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya into Nigeria. That is the basis of the whole thing. Prove to us how you brought Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya into Nigeria, whether it is legal or illegal. If it is illegal, you take him back to that point. Then we start all over again. But yet the Nigerian government wants to still prosecute Nnamdi Kanu like that. A court of competent jurisdiction has already freed Nnamdi Kanu, but yet the government decided to still hold him down. You see, some people are surprised that Atiku is supporting the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Me, I look at it like this. It is all political. Yes, Atiku wants to win the hearts of the Southeasterners. That is a political strategy from Atiku. Because normally, if Atiku were president, I don't think Atiku would release Nnamdi Kanu. I repeat, if Atiku were president today, I don't ever think that Atiku will ever release Nnamdi Kanu. Even Peter Obi, if Peter Obi were to be president, Peter Obi cannot release Nnamdi Kanu. Yes. So all these things that is being said, it is politics and politics. Me, I want Nnamdi Kanu to be released because his detention is connected to the insecurity going on in the Southeast. I tell you, his detention is connected to the insecurity going on in the Southeast. If you release Nnamdi Kanu today, that insecurity will have been like, it will die down by half. Yes, we know that the governors, politicians have taken over the IPOB, using IPOB to perpetrate all sorts of criminal activities. Yes, governors in the Southeast, we know that they have hijacked the movement and they are using the movement for their own political convenience. If Nnamdi Kanu should come out, we will not know who is who. Those that are fighting for the security of Aligo and those that are using it for criminal purposes. Then we will separate the chaff from the wheat. Yes. Let's continue. The same person said he's from the Southwest. Then look at Finland, a nation that didn't hesitate to jail Simon Ekpa for the same crimes of incitement and violence. Note what this guy is saying. He's comparing Nnamdi Kanu to Simon Ekpa. That the agitation led to the killing of many people. Okay? He said Finland upheld the rule of law without sentiment or political calculation. Yet in Nigeria, a man who once wanted to be president now tries to use politics to free someone who made a career out of chaos. What do we think the world sees when they look at us? A country that bends justice for political convenience. Now, Mr. Abiola, you tweeted this. A court of competent jurisdiction said that Nnamdi Kanu has gotten bail. Did the government of the day obey a court? Nnamdi Kanu was granted bail. Did the government of the day obey the court? How did the government bring Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya into Nigeria? Is it not kidnap? A government that is involved in kidnapping, does that government have any right to try the person that they kidnap? Is it not a criminal offense against the Nigerian government if the allegations were to be true that they kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya? Didn't you see the information from Kenya saying that with the people that came to carry Nnamdi Kanu in our country, they kidnapped him? Yes, Kenya said it. So you see, people have different mindset to this Nnamdi Kanu of a thing. If you are watching this broadcast, I want to know where you stand on Nnamdi Kanu. Put it in the comment section. I want to know where you stand on Nnamdi Kanu. Is Nnamdi Kanu a criminal in your eyes? Or he is somebody who needs to be free from the injustice meted on his people by the Nigerian government? Let's look at Nnamdi Kanu's wife reacting to the statement. Nnamdi Kanu's wife, Uchechi Oku Kanu. He said, injustice to one is injustice to all. Thank you, His Excellency, for joining in the call for the release of my husband, Nnamdi Kanu. Let's look at this man is Emilokon. His response, he says, it is quite interesting and honestly disappointing to see a former vice president, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, lend his voice to a matter as sensitive as that of Nnamdi Kanu without any regard for the facts, national security realities, or even his own past inconsistencies. Let's be clear. The Nnamdi Kanu case is not a political persecution. It is a national security matter. The same constitution Atiku claims to defend empowers the government to act in the interest of national unity and security. Nnamdi Kanu is not being detained for expressing political opinions. He is facing charges of treasonable felony, incitement, and terrorism-related activities stemming from the violent actions of the proscribed IPOB, which his rhetoric and directives were indirectly linked to. Yes, these actions led to the killing of innocent citizens and security personnel, the destruction of public infrastructure, the destabilization of the southeast region, and the economic strangulation of communities due to the sit at home. Now, from the southwest, there's this notion that Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal and must be executed. But Sunday Igboho should walk free. We have Nnamdi Kanu, we have Sunday Igboho. Why is Sunday Igboho not in detention now? Why wouldn't they take him to court? What is happening to Sunday Igboho? The other time, Alaafin of Oyo, he came and addressed the Alaafin of Oyo. That means Sunday Igboho used to come into Nigeria and go back. We know that he's a wanted man, but because Tinubu is the president, Sunday Igboho can walk free. And Nnamdi Kanu will stay there in the dungeon, JSS dungeon. We hear that his health is failing him. My advice to the Nigerian government is that don't cause more problems in Nigeria. This man should not die in detention. Let him at least come out and go and treat himself. Nnamdi Kanu should not die in detention. It is not a threat. It is a necessary advice to the Nigerian government. Let us not create another Boko Haram like the way they killed Yusuf. The Nigerian police killed Yusuf. The killing of Yusuf escalated the whole situation. So, Nnamdi Kanu, it is a matter of Igbo. Nnamdi Kanu is in detention. Igbos are also in detention. So, whatever that is happening, the government should be careful how they treat Nnamdi Kanu's case. I believe that Nnamdi Kanu will not be a threat. I believe so. If you release Nnamdi Kanu today, it will be on the promise of Southeast governors, all of them, all the Southeast senators, all of them. They should come out and stand as a surety for Nnamdi Kanu. That if Nnamdi Kanu would ever mess up or do something funny, they will go down for it. We need to rebuild Aligbo. We need peace in the southeast. Nnamdi Kanu's release is imminent. In fact, it is one of the things that if the president does it, it's going to be a plus on his government. We know that the Fulani, they don't want Nnamdi Kanu out. They don't want Nnamdi Kanu out. I tell you. This one that Atiku tweeted, he's tweeting because of political convenience. He wants to win the minds of Nigerians. He knows that the Igbos are sentimental to the issue of Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra. He knows so. That is why, as a politician, not that he really is interested in the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I've said it before. I said, even though Peter Obi as president would not want to release Nnamdi Kanu like that, even though Atiku as president would not want to release Nnamdi Kanu like that, it is not possible. Everybody is playing politics. But you see, Nigeria today, we say Nigeria, we are one. And look at the kind of statements coming from our brothers from the southwest on Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, you believe that he killed people. They went to court. Buhari tried. At the end of the day, the court set him free. There's no way they could pin any evidence on him. We know that as an agitator, revolution or protest, any revolution in any place, there's always casualties. The Nigerian army, they are the ones that shot the first bullet. They started killing these guys unprovoked. I repeat, the Nigerian army started killing the IPOB peaceful march Those were marching peacefully. People carry placard though. They don't carry gun. No. They just work out their own. We want Biafra. We want equality. We want fairness and justice. Then the Nigerian army carried gun, started mowing people down. That is what the Nigerian police did to the Boko Haram. Now Boko Haram became a deadly terrorist organization that even the Nigerian government cannot stop. No president can stop Boko Haram. I still stand on that. Let's not make an issue out of Nnamdi Kanu's case. Nnamdi Kanu will not be a threat to Nigeria. I repeat, Nnamdi Kanu will not be a threat to Nigeria. Because when you look at the global stage, everybody is becoming conservative. If Nigeria is restructured today, it is for your own benefit and my own benefit. I repeat, if Nigeria is restructured today, it is for your own benefit and my own benefit. So whatever that is happening at the peaceful protest, Showore has called Southeast politicians, Southeast stakeholders, come and join me. Let us demand for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. That is a bold step. Atiku is now supporting. My question is, where is P2B support? Where is P2B calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu? I did not hear his voice. I've not seen any tweet from him. It is now. They must join that protest march for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. In fact, Igbos are in detention. No. Nnamdi Kanu that is in detention. It is Igbos that are in the same detention with him. So if you want peace in the Southeast, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we want you to take a swift action. Withdraw the case against Nnamdi Kanu. Let Southeast leaders come as shorties. Let them stand in. If Nnamdi Kanu escapes, we'll arrest you people. We'll seize your properties and everything. Give them a stringent bail condition. A stringent bail condition. Yes. And release Nnamdi Kanu. We know that the Fulani will be angry with you. The Fulani, they are toothless bulldogs now. The Fulani can do nothing. They can only cause insecurity in northern Nigeria. This insecurity, like I said, no president under this Nigerian system can fix insecurity. Because the root of insecurity is not even in the shores of Nigeria. It's in the West. People sponsoring these terrorists, they are from the West. So don't be afraid of, okay, the Fulani, if I do this, the Fulani will come after me. What will Fulani do? The Fulani are becoming irrelevant by the day. Politically, they are becoming finished. What would they do? So if you are a Biafran and you are available, a date will be set for that protest. I have said it personally, I would like to go for that protest. Demanding for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I love my place, Southeast. We want prosperous Igbo nation. If you are holding Nnamdi Kanu, it's going to affect the development of Alibo. You may not understand, but we from the Southeast, we understand it. You see, people are divided on different fronts. Some Igbos still see Nnamdi Kanu as a threat, as a criminal that must be executed. Some Igbos. Maybe because of their political affiliation. Mainly APC supporters. They don't want Nnamdi Kanu to come out. The Fulani and APC supporters. They don't want Nnamdi Kanu to come out at all. So this bold step by Atiku, I hope he's not going to delete the tweet the way he deleted that of Deborah. This particular step by Atiku is something that amazes me. How could Atiku pull that stunt? He knows the condition, the mindset of his people in northern Nigeria. The people holding Nnamdi Kanu, they are higher powers. In Britain and the Fulani, they are the ones holding Nnamdi Kanu. Yes. If it were left for southern Nigeria, what is the need? An average southerner even want Nigeria to be divided itself. An average southerner want Nigeria to be divided. But northern Nigeria, they don't want. And we are glued together. We must like what northern Nigeria likes. We must also manage northern Nigeria because we are in a forced union. So if Tinubu releases Nnamdi Kanu today, my brother, there will be jubilation all over Southeast. You see, insecurity will just die down. I'm the one that is telling you. If Tinubu releases Nnamdi Kanu today, insecurity will just die down. Nnamdi Kanu is wise enough to know the experience he has gotten as a result of this agitation. What the Igbos need now is to re-strategize. We need an Igbo nation. Re-strategize. Put our acts together. Compete with the world. in tech, in science, in technology, in agriculture, in industry. We should build from now to the next 20 years. We should find ways of building ourselves, building the next generation, coming together, uniting, and also developing an Igbo. That is what we need now. We need to repair the destruction made from the Nigerian government and the clash between IPOB and Nigerian government. Because it takes two to tango. Yes. Have you not seen innocent people being killed by the police force or the Nigerian army? Innocent people. Not to tell you what the IPOB faced in the hands of this Operation Python Dance soldiers and Crocodile Smile. You know the houses that were destroyed, demolished? You know how many of our young Igbo people that are in Kuje, in Niger State? Most of them have been killed. Most of them, their parts have been sold. What does Hope Uzodinma in Imo State? If you are his opponent, he will call you IPOB so that they can arrest you. So the government does not want to use their ear here, IPOB. Yes. The Southeast governors, like I said, they are one of the people that don't want Nnamdi Kanu to come out. I said it. The Southeast governors don't want Nnamdi Kanu to be free at all. They detest it. They know that if Nnamdi Kanu is free, he will be less important politically. If Nnamdi Kanu comes out today and he makes a statement, the Igbos will follow him sheepishly. I repeat, the Igbos will follow him sheepishly. That is why your governors, through the back, through his secret, they're telling Tinubu, no, we don't want this. If you release this man, no. They will come in the front. They will come in front of us and say, release Nnamdi Kanu, release Nnamdi Kanu. They will now go to the back and tell Tinubu, that thing what they shout there, we are not serious. So. Don't release Nnamdi Kanu. He's a threat to us. Yes. Nnamdi Kanu's release will shape the political future of the Southeast. It will change the political structure of the Southeast. Nnamdi Kanu's release. Let the president do the needful. If the president wants peace in the Southeast, let me also say that don't think maybe Nnamdi Kanu's release will make the Igbo people vote for APCO. In fact, Tinubu does not really need your vote. I tell you, he needs your governors in the Southeast. You give them a task to fulfill. If you fulfill that task, my brother, it is the governors that will now rig election for the APC. So we cannot connect the release of Nnamdi Kanu to support from Southeasterners supporting Tinubu's government. No, we cannot connect that. Now, as we stand, if Tinubu releases Nnamdi Kanu, the Southeast will thank him for that in years to come. So we are calling on, please release Nnamdi Kanu.